Hey there, so you're thinking about moving to the Sarasota, Florida area. Now, it's a big area. You might be thinking Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, the Venice, Nokomis area, down to Northport where Welland Park is, or all the way up to Parrish where the newest Del Webb is located. Well, I made a list of things to think about before you come here looking for a house. Because honestly, I deal with people every single day that are just not prepared for what's here and how to go home shopping. So I want to cover just a few things with you and hopefully give you some ideas so you're best prepared, hopefully when you call me, so we can get out and find you the exact house that you're looking for. So number one on my list is research. Look at, I don't care if you're on Zillow, Realtor.com, my website, I don't care where you are, but do research. I had a family here last month that were convinced that they were going to get into a home in Lakewood Ranch, a gated 55 plus community with tons of amenities for $450,000. No, it's not going to happen. Now, you can get into a house in Lakewood Ranch. Remember, Lakewood Ranch was originally started around 1995, so it's been around for a while. The original villages in Lakewood Ranch, yeah, you can get in there. There's no amenities, nice homes, older homes, probably need a little bit of work, but they're not gated, no amenities, activity directors. It's just not going to happen. So you really got to do your research on the different areas. Figure out zip codes in Lakewood Ranch or Parrish or Venice, Northport. Plug those zip codes in. It's very easy to do. Just Google it. Zip code in Sarasota, Florida. Zip code in Lakewood Ranch. There's actually 3 in Lakewood Ranch. So I'll give those to you. 34240 is the southern part, which is the Sarasota part. 34202 and then 34211. That's all of Lakewood Ranch. So you can research those zip codes and see homes that are available there. But again, I had a family contact me last week. Hey, we're coming and our budget is around $280,000 and we would like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath pool home on the water. Like, what part of the country can you get on the Gulf of Mexico, the ocean? I don't care where it is. Is there some place where you can get that for $280,000? If there is, I need to move there. I'll tell you that. But it just makes it so hard on a real estate agent to tell you, you want a home on the water? Let's triple your budget, at least triple your budget with a pool. Now, I could probably find you something down in the Inglewood area that was built in the 70s that's sitting on a canal that needs to be completely updated. We might find that. I doubt it, but we might. But again, do your research. I'm here to give you the truth on this stuff so you'll know. Another one is, are you selling your home up north and planning to use the equity to pay for your home here? Or are you planning to get a mortgage? You cannot start that process too early. They do a soft pull on your credit to get you a pre-approval letter, just to tell you, okay, you would qualify for this much if you want to put this much money down. And if you're getting a mortgage, are you comfortable with that? If you're retiring with the payment, get them to give you the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance estimate, and then add in your monthly HOA fees. Don't forget about that, because if you're gonna live in a community like a Del Webb, it's $350 a month HOA fees. Now that covers a lot. It covers all the amenities, it covers all of your yard work, and it covers the gated security. So you're pretty much set with that $350 a month. But if you're gonna be a snowbird, While you're gone for 4, 5, 6 months of the year, that $350 a month continues. It keeps going. So you got to remember that. I have a lot of people saying, well, I'll buy now and I'm going to rent it out during the summer. That is a horrendous idea because nobody's here during the summer. And if they're here, they don't want to be in the middle of Lakewood Ranch. They want to have the family out on the beach. So the hot time of the year to do rentals is really January, February, March, April. You might get some December and November, but guess what? That's when you're going to want to be here and use the house. So don't think off season you're going to be able to rent it for a short amount of rental time. Now you might get an annual rental, but then you're ruled out of using your own house. So you don't want to do that either. But again, get pre-qualified. Think about it. Financially prepare for it. Do you have enough money? Are you selling your home outright up north? It's paid for and you can come down here and pay cash. Tons of cash in the market right now. I mean, probably more than 60% of our market right now is cash because people are selling those homes in Connecticut and New York and Massachusetts and New Jersey and coming down here and paying cash for these houses. So that's another thing that you definitely want to do. Lifestyle. Okay? You're not going to go to the beach every day. I promise you, you're not. You might go for the first month that you're here, but then it becomes like Disney World. Like you're going to go there when you have family in town, when the grandkids come to visit you, that's when you're going to go to the beach. You're not going to go there every day. I'm a Floridian. Trust me, you're not going to. It's a great place to go visit. We probably haven't been to the beach to hang out at the beach in 6 months. Now we've been for sunsets a couple of times, but literally just to go hang at the beach. Now the weather's changing now. It's getting a lot cooler. This summer was hot. We don't go to the beach when it's like brutally hot, and we don't go when it's below 70 degrees. That's when all the snowbirds are here, and that's when they're at the beach. They think it's amazing. So that's not when we're there. But what kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want that lifestyle inside of your community, or are you thinking getting outside of the community and finding it? Got some friends here that purchased a house from me in the Del Webb a few years ago, and they got something going on every day. I am not kidding you. Either water volleyball, they do Pilates, they go to the Y and they work out. They have workouts there at Del Webb, but they've got something going on every single day. Remember, if you're gonna retire, it's a completely different lifestyle. Now, if you want to veg and just hang out and do nothing, which most people do not plan on doing that. I mean, you can, but I mean, it's pretty amazing here. This is our day right now. It's about 75 degrees. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm all chilled out here. I don't have anything to do till a lunch appointment later on. And, but you really got to think about that. You know, people are, I'm going to start playing pickleball. Well, you're not going to play pickleball every single day, okay? So you got to figure out that lifestyle that you want. And again, do you want that inside your community? Do you want to explore outside of the community? And how are you going to do that? Golfers, there's golf everywhere here. You don't have to live in a golfing community. I mean, like every 10 minutes, there's a golf course in any direction here. So I highly recommend that you don't live in a golfing community unless you just want to be a member of that particular country club. But there's public golf everywhere here. I mean, literally everywhere. I think there's 8 golf courses inside of Lakewood Ranch. So plenty of golf. What else? Sun and heat. It's hot. Are you going to be a snowbird or are you going to come down here and live? When it's hot in Florida, it's hot. Now, I lived in Las Vegas, 122. It's not that, but it's hot here and humid. So you got to be prepared for that. Are you going to be okay with that? Because I joke around about it all the time. We don't do anything walking here. We go from our air-conditioned house, air-conditioned car, air-conditioned restaurant, air-conditioned car, back to the air-conditioned house. You know, during the summertime, that's just how it is. So you got to think about that. Heat, storms, we have them occasionally. We didn't have one this year come directly at us. There was one out in the Gulf, and it hit up near the what I call the armpit of Florida, which they normally don't go there. They usually go either the Panhandle or up the other coast. But we haven't had one, and Sarasota hasn't had a direct hit since 1960. Just something for you to think about for those of you heading down and looking in the Naples area, Fort Myers, Naples. Just keep that in mind. I have perfect timing. There's not an airport right here, but boy, if I start doing a video, there's gonna be one of those little planes fly over my house every single time I do a video. So, a little humor for you. You're not gonna go to Disney World every day. Your family is not gonna come here all the time. I hear it all the time. They bought this house, they did this for their grandkids to come and visit. Your grandkids are gonna come, what, once a year? Maybe for a week. And yes, your grandkids can come and visit. I think it's for 90 days. If you're in a 55 plus community, they cannot live there with you until they're 18 years old. They can live with you after 18, but grandkids aren't gonna come down here like for 6 months of the year. They're just not gonna do it. They're gonna come and visit periodically. So you wanna think about that. Do you want a pool? That's another thing. I joke all the time, if my dogs didn't love this pool as much as they do, there'd be nobody in it. So, I mean, I go in occasionally, but it's an expense every month. It's 120 bucks a month to have them come and test the water every week. And it's super nice. I mean, it's nice to be able to jump in. It's great to look at. It's a great resale tool, but it's an expense. And, you know, if you have that $350 a month HOA, you have to have somebody maintain the pool for you if you're going away, if you're gonna be a snowbird. These communities like the Crestwind, the Del Webbs here, the Esplanades have amazing community pools. I mean, lagoon style, where you just slide into the water, walk in, and then just hang out there. So that's something to think about. Great resale, something to maintain. Are you really gonna use it? That's a lot of the stuff that people forget about. And oh my goodness, there's a lake behind my house. Is there an alligator in that lake? Probably. I haven't seen one lately, but there's probably one in there. So they want nothing to do with you. It's not like they go, hey, there's somebody in that house. I'm gonna go break down the screen and run in the house and go eat that person. They're trying to stay away from you as much as you're trying to stay away from them. We just get knuckleheads that feed the alligators, and then the alligators associate people with food. And so that's when they're coming for you. We don't swim in these lakes. It's the water that drains off the streets. There for that reason. When we get our rainy season here, all the water drains into these retention ponds, and yeah, we don't swim in lakes. So, gosh, I can't think of anything else. You can reach out to me at any time. You can email me, you can call me, you can text me, and I'll happily answer questions for you. But those are things to get you ready, to get prepared to move here. Leave all your jackets up north. I've never owned a winter coat. I'm a Floridian, never owned a winter coat in my whole entire life. Leave your dark furniture up there because you're gonna want light and bright here. White cabinets, white furniture, light and bright, and it costs you an arm and a leg to move it down here, and then you're gonna have to get rid of it because you're gonna want a different style. Just ask me, I'm here for you. I'll make this so stress-free, you won't even know what to do. I'll help you every step of the way, all the way till you're signing the paperwork at the closing table, and then you have me for a resource after you're living here, okay? So again, call me, text me, anytime. We have calls every single day from people getting ready to either relocate here or shop for a home here, so we can help you with it, okay? I hope to hear from you soon. Let's find you a house with a gorgeous view like this and get you moved here to Sarasota, Florida. Thanks.